And I have reason to believe that they also carry weapons of mass destruction to be used against our people. My government demands that these ships be impounded and their weapons seized.
No, no, no! We will not allow this! This is Babylon 5 space, and here we have sovereign rights. Our ships will defend themselves against any who try to seize them.
Perhaps the transports return to Centauri space.
No, we cannot allow those ships to leave here with their weapons. They'll just turn right around and use them against us.
Then how do you intend to? What the hell?
Captain, we need you in CNC. We've got a shooting war going on out here.
The sounds you hear are heavy weapons on the Narn and Centauri vessels doing battle just outside Babylon 5. The station is on a priority 1 alert and people are being evacuated to shelters. We're en route to CNC to try and cover the battle. As we speak, our vid systems are being plugged into the station's external cameras and communication systems, and we should be seeing...
Coming in. Reading 5. Repeat 5. Incoming hostile. No reply. Got the beacon targeting system online.
Delta Leader to hostile vessels. You are ordered to cease fire at once. Do you copy? You are ordered to surrender, or we will open fire.
Damage report.
Levels Brown 90 through 92 report damage. Hull breach in Blue 70. Dropping pressure doors.
Get a repair crew down there, stat.
Aye, sir.
Any reply yet?
Negative. Hostile forces continue to fire on each other. They've started targeting our ships.
Delta Squadron requesting permission to fire.
Ambassadors Londo and Jakar in the link. They're saying that if we open fire on their vessels, they'll consider it an act of war.
Screw them. We have 250,000 people here to defend. If they won't stop this, we will. All fighters, open fire. Fire at will.
Roger, Babylon Control. Delta Squad, open fire. Target engines and navigation if possible. But if you have to take them out, do it. Roger, Leader.
Come on.
4, 5, and 8.
Come on. Heater's lit. Come to Papa. Got it. Box away. This is 7. Target splashed. React Team 12, go to Blue 26 with the lockout.
2 non-vessels destroyed, 2 damaged and out of the fight. Remaining Centauri vessels are offering to surrender.
All right, pick them up, bring them in, and throw them in the brig. And I want every one of those ships scanned for weapons. And tell Ambassadors Jakar and Londo I want to see them in chambers now.
What if they refuse?
Then you can throw them in the...
Security, there is a major riot going on at the entrance to Shelter Blue 7.
Then invite them again as firmly and as politely as you can. This nonsense has gone far enough.
The nonsense Captain Sheridan referred to is the Narn-Centauri War, which over the past several months has grown into a conflict which threatens to spill into other systems and lead to an escalation of hostilities. Prior to the battle we just witnessed, ISN spoke with representatives from both sides in order to better understand the history of this conflict.
Roughly 150 of your years ago, the Centauri came to our world. Narn was a green and fertile place then. We greeted them in peace and spent the next 100 years in chains. But we never gave up hope. We formed a resistance, learned their secrets, turned their own machines against them, and finally drove them from our world.
How did you become involved with the resistance?
My family lived in Jakamazad, one of the larger cities on Narn. My father served in a Centauri household during the last years of the rebellion. I was barely a pouchling at the time. My mother was ill, unable to escape through the underground, so we all stayed. It was a difficult time. We were striking deep into Centauri resources. Things were tense. One day, my father spilled a cup of hot jala on the mistress of the house, and she had him killed. They took him out, tied his hands together, and hung him from a jalwa tree for 3 days. I came to him the last night against my mother's orders, and he looked down at me. He said he was proud and to go and fight and be all the things he never was. Then he died. The next morning, I ran away and killed my first Centauri.